1 minute. We're starting on YouTube.
Let's turn all of these down.
So I think we're live on Facebook, and I think we're live on... yeah, we're live on Facebook now. And we are live on YouTube. So... yeah.
Just live.
Oh, as every good show has it, I would do it with the sound on. All right, so welcome to episode 7 of season 7 of Let's Have a Fefe. I didn't fill this out completely, so don't read what you see on that screen. So it's completely wrong. I didn't fill it in.
Oh.
With special guests, what name do you want me to give them? Since you got so many names.
Well, it's okay. So I'm glad you brought that up because it's not really so many. I'm still Brooklyn. Oshun goes with my Onyx pledge. It's my Onyx thing.
So, we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
so
it's a little complicated.
So I'll just say Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
I just got home, so at least I can watch. Wait, why won't you let me watch as me? It's fine. Just keep commenting. We'll see. Oh, there you go.
Sorry, Freddy, for what's about to happen.
So I'm Felicia Minor, and this is my special guest of many names, and we'll get to that. She'll explain it. It's more than just drag gossip. It's the issues that matter to you. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe. It's your Wednesday night conversation, brought to you by Shelly Love Creative at ShellyLoveCreative.com. Wigs of a Kind at wigsofakind.com, and the Burly Barber at the Burly Barbers. When you type in the website, you have to type in an S at the end. And all of this could not be possible without the support of our Patreon supporters. I cannot see what y'all are saying. Oh. You're not responsible for anything that happens.
It's not even that, Freddy, but you gotta forgive me, because I didn't know until last minute that you wasn't gonna be here, that should have hit a thing.
We'll get to that in a minute. But we couldn't do it without the support of our Patreon supporters, Brandon McGill, Carrie, and Corey McClemens, Leanne Dunton. I still say it wrong. Forgive me. Molly Montgomery. You can join the Fefe movement and support us today at patreon.com/letshaveafefe. So, what did you do this weekend? How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was actually really cute. Since, I don't have actual, family.
Don't you have a daughter out here?
I do, but that's different.
Oh, okay.
Plus she got her own little family.
Oh.
Yeah. They was trying to do some other things. So I spent it with Tyler's family, him and his family, and it was cute.
Good old classic family time. Good old. There's only 2.
Only 2 what, Colleen?
Your names.
Oh, see, Colleen got me. You got my back, girl.
I know 3.
No, he's dead. Okay, he's not dead. He's in the box.
I mean, I couldn't remember somebody talking about him coming back a minute ago.
No. He can't come back. He in a box put up somewhere.
Why? Because he broke your foot?
He did. He broke my foot. He fucked up.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Valentina.
Hi, sis.
What else did you do this weekend? Is that it? Is that the solid?
No, I pet sat and did school.
Can you not slam the door?
Girl, I felt like I had told a lie and God was about to come.
No. He does. He doesn't come here anymore.
Yeah, okay.
He said, good old Christian woman. Don't need to check on her. Don't need to check on her. Hi, Charity.
But I dog sat and did schoolwork. That was it. Trying to get that banged out.
I'd be living for the memes that appear on my screen, like you're about to throw the book.
Girl, I'd be angry.
Angry at the school?
Yes, girl.
Oh. Harassed by my drag mom. Who? Who what? Oh, wait. I gotta open something else. Why people...
Why is this down and I'm still hearing dingers at you?
No, that's
me.
Please silence your phones during the Let's Have a Fefe session.
I mean, I did. My phone got a mind of its own. Let's try that.
Oh, I believe some of your relatives are...
Yeah, I invited quite a few people.
Oh,
even some folks from out of town trying to stay up late.
Bad bitch wigs.
Bad bitch. I mean, well,
no, that's not who did this. Whoa, wigsofakind.com did my hair. But if you would like to sponsor a wig or two, you could talk to me. But it had to be only temporary because.
Haha, he fucked up. He ain't coming back. He's too expensive. You're right. You is right.
So, this weekend, I spent Thanksgiving with Coco and her partner.
How was that?
It was good. It was delicious. It was good. They never disappoint. And,
what did y'all eat, though? I feel like that was a dig at me just now.
What? I did not.
They never disappoint. And I just told you my deep dark secret.
Oh, no. I didn't even think about that.
Uh-huh.
But, no shade. Baby. This is a new hat.
Valentina, why you coming for her? I'm up now. I can come to see your shirt. Oh, so...
Hi, Edward.
Oshun Onyx is one of my Onyx brothers, and he actually made this shirt for me.
Oh.
He made this for me. Want to read it?
It says, I am an unapologetic POC, which is person of color.
Not colored. Mm-hmm.
Leather queen. We'll get to that in a minute. But I'll take a shirt, too. If you find the show logo somewhere. Go ahead and take 2 of those.
Girl, he can put anything on a shirt on a cup.
Me and Freddy were about the same size, so I'll tell you what that size is after.
You and Freddy were the same size.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I just saved your life.
Wow. Fail. And I haven't even started drinking yet.
I just saved her life, y'all.
P.S. It's time to start drinking.
What you sipping on?
But for the rest of the weekend, adult beverages for adults.
I'll shut up and drink my tea.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Did you just call me fat? That's what I was thinking, Freddy. I mean...
No, Freddy, I didn't call you fat.
You said y'all were...
No. You fat.
No, that was reversed.
Because I'm a skinny legend. That phone is going off. They hate us.
No, they don't.
Oh, is that love? My phone never vibrates like that when love is shown. Only when I put hateful posts up do I ever hit my phone to vibrate like that.
When do you put hateful posts up?
Every once in a while. Oh, drink. Is me messing up my hair one of those? Oh, shit. Oh.
So how do we know what the drink word is?
I don't know.
We don't know? He just makes
There is a drinking game. And the first time it was introduced to us, they showed us what it was. And I stopped doing everything that was on that list. So
now they don't tell you.
Yeah. So I don't get to know until the end of the episode. So,
don't forget to post a glass Mimi honey.
Oh. Yes, every time they drink or we do something that is on that list, they'll post a drink.
Oh my. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, it always is. So, one time I found out that it was yes, and I stopped saying yes the whole time. So
they can't tell you what it is. Because you just don't stop doing it.
Yes, because Freddy did too. It was something on there too that was his. So, if you
can I just not get a vibrate either?
That's awesome. Look at your family coming through.
I'm just saying, girl. This is what he does, like for a living. Like,
we might be in touch. If you'd like to sponsor us,
this is what he does.
We could order some shorts.
Can he get a shout out? He get a little thing on the thing.
What's the business name?
His business? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. I got it right here.
Let him put it in the thing.
Oh.
Put it in the. tag the page, put it on the page.
Hermano, put your business stuff right there on the page. Urban Keeper and Tees. Custom fetish tees. Hey!
Put it in the group because ain't nobody gonna be able to spell that.
Right.
I usually watch for the drink emoji.
He says, I need shirts.
Anything we make for this show is not for your nationals. Oh, but I'm going to, so I guess that can.
Okay, so for Thanksgiving, I cut you off. Y'all ate, and it was delicious.
Yes. We had deviled eggs. I've never had them with, I believe she made them with guacamole.
Wow.
It was good, though.
I never had that.
I mean, maybe we should give Dee the recipe since she's
look at, boom, tagged and everything.
Okay.
.com.
So, yeah. And then for the rest of the weekend, I didn't really do anything because it was just that good not to do anything. It was good, actually. It wasn't like chunky guacamole.
Who the hell was your kids? But I'm trying to try it. I didn't become a bear for no reason. I'm trying to try everything.
Oh, that's the reason?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You weren't trying food before then?
I mean, I was, but, you know, everybody was like, oh, when you become a girl, you gotta wear a girdle. And I was like, ooh, girdle. Let me Google that word.
Yeah, it was like guacamole as deviled eggs.
I'm trying to...
I believe that's what it was. If I'm not mistaken.
You about to get them in trouble.
I mean, I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble.
Further messaging them right now, like, what the hell?
Please do not ever let this happen again.
You better not bring that on Sunday.
Let's see. For the tip, I thought about things, and I thought as kind of a way for people to get to know you.
Okay.
Maybe you should talk about a little bit how you got here.
Okay.
But I want to emphasize on the human trafficking part.
Okay.
And I want you to tell people...
I mean, I'll start from the bottom and now we're here.
Yeah.
You
like,
know?
tell people how you have come up, the glow up.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah,
just,
the glow.
Okay. So, for those of you who don't know me and don't know me on a intimate or personal level, I was sold into child sex trafficking when I was 14.
Mm-hmm. Well, explain what that is.
So, my mother, basically found, I don't know where she found the guy at, I don't know, whatever, but charged him X amount of money and here you take her. So, what happened was... Like,
sold you, like, baked goods?
Uh-huh. No, girl, like...
like, said, okay.
Like a Polo Pop girl.
She said, look, here's this cookie, take it.
Yes.
Never bring it back.
Nuh-uh, no more. Take this cookie.
No returns.
None. I'm not even giving you a receipt. You can't even prove you got it from me.
Oh, Jesus.
So, from the age of 14 till about the age of 22, 23, I was prostituted out, I was sold, I was beat, I was tortured. It was a lot of stuff.
So what happens when you're trafficked? Is that the proper term?
Yes, that's the proper term. There's different variations. So working girls are technically trafficked. Mm-hmm. Even if they do it themselves, they're still part of the trafficking.
So if somebody goes out and...
If you say, I need some extra coin, I'm about to go do a little something strange for some change, you just trafficked yourself.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Technically, if you charge someone to use a room in your house for, a little favor so they can make them some money, you just traffic that person and you can actually go to jail.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy.
But, so trafficking is persons who, work on the street and they sell themselves. And it also is someone, like, forcing you to be it a girlfriend, be it a boyfriend, or being kidnapped, or in my case, being sold.
Hi, Allie.
into
and Angie.
the sex world. What I thank God for is I was never like recorded and like put on the internet as a child.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, there was a couple of the girls there that were actually like recorded and put on like porn and stuff. I wasn't.
Oh.
Which I thank God for. I mean, I do it now, but that's different.
She said it's a legitimate business. It's got a W-9. It's got a contract.
You know. It's consent. You know, consensual.
Okay, so this is not
being trafficked can be for yourself, and it can be non-consensual.
And it's different than a sex worker, right?
No.
Same thing? Mm-hmm. A sex worker, willing or non-willing, is...
It's still trafficking, yes.
Okay.
It's a form of trafficking, yes.
All right. And then, so that leads to... how's that... From there on,
mm-hmm.
How do you... So you know that you're in it.
Right.
Are you basically trapped? Or...
Okay, so in my case, and
mm-hmm.
I mean, because everybody's case is different. In my particular case, the guy still let me go to school. So a lot of people are like, why didn't you say something? You know, why didn't you go to somebody? Okay, you're 14, and you go home every day. You're stripped down and literally chained. But for the first year, I didn't go anywhere. Like, they didn't let me go anywhere.
So you just went to school and went home?
No. The first year, I didn't do anything. I was butt naked in a room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They had internet back then?
For the fear.
Fuck.
Who said that?
Freddie.
Really, Freddie? You should know we're like the same age, brother.
Whoa!
Wait, you're our age.
Oh. Whoa!
She said your mama. But basically you're 14, you're scared, they're telling you, you know, all this horrible stuff, whatever. And in my case, I knew that my mother sold me. So it was, nobody wants you anyway.
Mm.
So you might as well just cooperate.
So were you living with your mother?
Yes. I was raised by my father.
Uh-huh.
Who was, later on I found out was not my actual biological father, but I was living with my father and did not know who my mother was. And I wanted to know, like, my mother. I was like 10, 11. Mm-hmm. And my dad was like, okay, I don't think that's something you really want to do, but I'll send you to your grandmother's house. And if your mother happens to be there, then you can see her, but you can't be with her. Mm-hmm. And so I met my mom, fell in love with her. She was, and is, you know, apart from the selling your child and the child sex trafficking.
That's a big deal.
She was a great mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's kind of like hard to like put together with that. But drugs are a terrible thing.
So is that the reason why she
probably, I don't know,
gave in?
I don't know. I have no idea. As an adult, I've talked to my mother and I told her I don't want an apology because you're not sorry, you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your reasons were. But if she could come to me and sit down with me and like talk, like we're doing right now,
mm-hmm.
like why did you do it? I don't want you to apologize. I just want to know why. You know, we can pick up and start from there. Mm-hmm. I don't hate my mother. I don't. Because when you let hate take over you like that, and I never have, it wins. You let it take over your whole life, and that dictates the type of person you are. Because this messes people up big time.
Yeah.
And I have PTSD on a level that is crazy. Like, jingling keys, they mess with me. So, I also have the fear of going outside and people sometimes. So sometimes I go to events and sometimes I don't. I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to be there. But then I don't go and people get mad, but they don't know the reason why. I'm just like, whatever, they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it messes with you. I have night terrors. Like really bad night terrors, and they're like super vivid. Super vivid. So I'm on medications for that now, so I don't have any dreams. Oh, look at all these drinks. What did I say? There's got people
I don't know.
drinking.
Every time
mine ain't not alcohol, but so I'm just gonna drink up.
Since we're drinking.
I didn't say anything though to teachers or whatnot because I was scared. I was scared. At the age of 18, I dropped out of high school and I left because I had my son. I have an amazing son who now I have a relationship with. I have actually 4 children out of all of this.
Oh, wow.
And I have an amazing relationship with 3 of them. One of them, she just now found out that her mother isn't her mother. Yeah. But when I had my first child, I was 18, and something in me clicked and said, okay, I can't have my child in this. Like, is this what you want for your kid? And I left.
Wow.
I legitimately, like, the fear was gone.
How do you start your life? I mean, how do you start your life over after?
I actually went to a church when I first, because I'm from New York.
So you went to a safe place.
I went to a church. I didn't know where else to go. I went to a church, and I just sat there. And I started working for the church. I was actually going to become a nun, believe it or not.
You thought about it?
I was going to be a nun, girl. I was going to be a nun.
You know...
I was going to be a nun, girl. I was going to be a nun.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but...
I was going to be a nun, girl.
I cannot picture you being
I was going to be a nun, girl. You know? But then...
First of all, some of them are the most quietest people that I have ever been around.
Nuns are freaky.
Oh, so you're telling me, she said, I would have been alright, thank you.
I would have, behind closed doors. As I do now.
So, you get to a point when you're 18 that you have to get away. How do you get away? You go to, you find a safe space in the church, but how do you get away without them finding you again?
Well, and here's the thing. I left, but I ended up going back.
You did?
I went back.
As like a creature of habit? Because that's...
Yes, and that's part of the reason why I do what I do as volunteering and helping try to get these victims to become survivors, is to show them you don't have to go back. Like, you don't know anything else. You know, and it becomes... You miss the person, even though, yeah, life was hell, but that's what you knew. It was normal. It became a normal thing.
Well, it's the same thing with, like, people of domestic abuse. It becomes
a normal thing.
With their, they say, oh, well, I'm not going back, and then they fall right into habits.
Right. And so what ended up happening was, I went back, and as punishment, I was... tortured and gangbanged for like a week straight.
Whoa.
And that was just, my punishment for leaving. Yeah, that was just back. I had went back. Yeah, I was like, whoa. Okay. I knew I was going to have to suffer some type of consequences, but I didn't know what it was going to be.
But
that was like a walk in the park.
Like, what inside your mind says, I need to go back?
I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that. It's... I was sitting in the church, and I had been gone like maybe 2 weeks or so, I'm going to say. And, you're around all these people, and all you hear people saying, and that's why I always tell people when I tell my story, don't tell me you're sorry. First off, you didn't do it. And you have nothing to be sorry about. And so when I was there, and, they're finding out what's going on, trying to get me help with the police and blah, 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 blah. All I kept hearing was, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And that actually made me feel bad. Because I never got an I'm sorry. I never got apologies. I never got any of that. And so that actually made me feel really, really bad. I'm learning so much tonight. That made me feel bad, and I felt like nothing. I felt empty, if that makes any sense.
So you felt empty at the church?
Yeah. Because, and everybody was, oh, I'm so sorry. And, they were like, with like kid gloves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Instead
and
of
so
acting
I felt,
like, oh, she's an adult, she can handle this.
Right. It made me feel like nothing. It made me feel like that big. Even though where I was at, I was like, okay, this isn't right. But I never felt that big.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I went back, and everything was back to normal.
I was waiting for you, Teddy. I was waiting for you. Waiting for you.
Oh, you about to do this now. Oh.
Sorry, this is a really serious conversation, but...
And she's her stomach's growling a little bit.
I can't. It's not, but...
It's,
Oh, my favorite color, too! I was waiting.
Where is he?
He's on YouTube.
Oh, he's on YouTube? Hi, Teddy. Now, he as soon as he see that, he gonna log off, girl.
or want some.
Oh no, he's getting his on Sunday.
Oh my god, this smells so good. I don't even.
A Freddy look.
Oh my god, this smells so good. There's 2 pieces in here, but you ain't getting. I mean, on Sunday. I see you on Sunday.
No. The roast that I'm cooking is gonna be for Sunday night dinner.
Oh.
My line partner and I.
Oh.
Sophia.
I mean, sorry about it. Oh. Oops. Almost dribbled.
If that's my roast all the way out. This isn't your roast, Teddy. This is the other roast. I should have taken
your
some.
phone started buzzing.
I should have taken some for work tomorrow. You should have, Jessica. You was right there at the house at the pot. What did you make? Now my phone's going again. You see what you started? Look, Freddy. It's a roast, Freddy. Like, I started it last night in the crock pot.
This is good.
She needs some rice or some mashed potatoes or something like that.
Oh, she talking.
Imposter roast.
What she said? Oh.
You so right. Because Jessica was at the house, girl. She was right there at the pot. She could have just... And I said, would you like some roast?
Shit, I would have been like, where's the rice?
She was like, no, thank you.
So, what happened? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. So, I went back, and...
It's Teddy's fault, I saw
And
him.
then I hit another low, like the rock bottom type of low.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was doing things that he never let people do to me before. Because I left. And,
like it had leveled up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
That's a good song.
I just couldn't breathe and nothing sounded good.
Are you sick? And you were breathing on my roast?
No, she didn't breathe on the roast.
See
what happened when you're in different. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank
you for getting us in trouble.
Please don't instigate this.
Right. I hit a rock bottom low and actually ended up just leaving, and I left my son there with him.
Whoa.
Yeah. He was a shitty person, a shitty man, but he was actually great with the kids.
Wow.
Yeah, there was lots of kids there.
There was lots of
Yeah.
I wonder how they got there.
They weren't all his, but they were his.
Oh, boy.
But he was great with the kids. He didn't abuse them. He didn't yell at them. They got everything they wanted. They had Christmases, birthdays, Thanksgivings, everything. It was like if we lived in a poly-type family. And it's okay, I made the most amazing shrimp last time. Oh, he knows. Oh, that's how you did it.
No, he knows I love shrimp. You bitch.
Tainted roast. Hi, Roxy. Line partner, are you mad? I mean, that sounds a little angry to me. What do you think?
I mean, I can't say. I'm just enjoying my roast.
But I left and left my son there, and my son is 26 now. We do talk. He's actually on both my Facebooks. He's on this Facebook and he's on my personal Facebook. He's actually going to be coming to Arizona to visit.
I thought he was moving here. I was like, oh, are they all moving here?
My daughter did. He might. He might.
So, what happened? So, you left your son. You ran out.
I was out. I was gone.
And then, where'd you go? Did you go back to this church?
No, girl. What I did was I did what I do best. I hit them streets.
Oh, so you became a free agent.
Oh yeah.
You said I don't need you.
Right.
I don't need you.
Right.
I'm a free agent.
But there's a good and a bad in all of this, I guess, because there at the end, they taught me how to dominate men.
Okay.
And women and whoever else in between, whatever. And so that's what I did. On the streets of New York, I hit it up and I did what I did. Got me a little hotel room
and trafficked yourself.
You know. There's booze in that bottle. Brooklyn, I need you to start
doing sessions
to sponsor that.
Oh, wow.
I was out. I made Dolly laugh last night because I went to the Queer Agenda because I was out driving Uber Eats, and she's like, "Girl, thank you for coming." I said, "Girl, don't nobody trying to get their ass beat on a Tuesday, so I had to go drive the Uber Eats." But come the weekend, but yeah, so it actually taught me a skill set, and it taught me a lot about consent because I didn't know what consent was. Had no idea what consent was, and the first time I was in a relationship and that person actually respected me and asked me like what I wanted and blah blah blah, I blew my mind. I didn't know what the hell to say. I didn't know what to do.
You're like, what?
Is this a trick question? But so yeah, consent is everything. Mine's on frequently used. Wait, what is yours on using what? Ryan?
What happened? Mine's on frequently used. I
don't even want to know, Ryan. I don't know
what that means.
I don't even want to know.
I'm so confused right now.
So
continue on.
So that's how I made money, how I made a living for myself. It's because that was the only thing I knew how to do.
But still.
Yeah, I dropped out of high school, didn't have a high school diploma.
But this person didn't like come after you?
No. Why would he?
Oh, did he have, it wasn't just you? As you said.
No.
So he was busy. He said, well, lost an employee.
Right, whatever. I put the video on the TV.
Oh, they're talking about how they're watching.
Oh. I told you Tyler was going to be a creeper and watch from in there. So I made a living doing what I knew how to do. And in doing that, I started volunteering and helping when I would see girls on the street. And the first thing I would ask them is, are you doing this for you or are you doing this for someone else? Because in the house that we were in, it was, this is bad. I don't want this to come out wrong. God, Jesus. Okay, so there were those of us who were privileged enough to work in the house, and then there was other ones that had to work outside.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. I swear.
Oh my God.
I swear.
Slavery had levels.
And they had girls that were streetwalkers, and they had us that we sat pretty in the house in the air conditioner all day, looking at TV and waiting. To be used and abused.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And protected. We're protected.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
I didn't want that to come
type
out wrong.
of terminology and things
it's
happened.
slavery. It's slavery. It is. It's human slavery.
Wow.
Modern slavery.
Oh.
If you will. And so I did what I knew how to do. And I basically made it a mission to try to help girls that were like me.
Okay.
And I've been doing that ever since.
Even here, yes.
Yes. Here, I do a lot of on my off and downtime, and that's a little bit kind of why I stopped drag kinging and started just living
drag kinging has become a verb.
Doing my whole leather life because they're predators in the leather community as well. Because we do have slaves and boys and girls and whatever, and
against their will.
No.
Okay.
Contracted. Tyler, yes, contracted. Tyler is my boy.
Now, when you say contracted, what do you mean?
There is a consent. This is, you have to sit down.
But you guys are in a relationship. It's not like he signed a contract and said, I'm now.
He's mine. You need to check his collar out one day.
Yes, but.
He's mine.
So you need to explain.
His mind, his body, his soul, everything is mine.
So you need to explain how you went from this part of your life to that. Yes, I understand what you're talking about.
Felicia, we've talked about the slave subs, doms, etc. I was partially living a vanilla life, which means like normal, whatever people life, and then a leather life. On the back burner.
Correct. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. But I never
I know what she's talking about.
She wants me to explain it to the folks. To the peoples. It's not something that I've ever hid. I told everybody when I first meet them, this is who I am, this is what I do. You can like it, or we can be friends, or we can't. I mean, because it's not for everybody. You know, not everybody want to be associated with somebody that does stuff like this. But I realize that all of these years I have not been living my true self. Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of people are unhappy in life, because you live the way society wants you to live and the way society sees things. And Tyler and I's relationship is not what society says is okay. Mm-hmm. Because he's a sub, he's a servant, he's a boy. So when we're out in public and I just tell him, go get this, or here, do this, people are like, can't you ask him any nicely? And I'm like, no. And when we try to explain to them what it is.
Well, will you explain what the relationship is? I mean, I know, Freddy, that we have discussed this, but there's some people that are new on here.
And don't know about it.
That don't know about it.
Right. So, basically, a submissive, and what did Teddy say?
He said you were Aunt Jemima's sex slave.
I hate you. Where did you see that at?
Right here.
You were an Aunt Jemima sex slave? No, I wasn't the Aunt Jemima one. Okay?
She was in the house.
We had some Aunt Jemimas.
Oh my God. Okay.
We had girls that took care of the girls. I swear I had somebody do my hair, my makeup. Yeah. Anyway.
We had a Whoopi and a Oprah. Sorry. Teddy made us do it. Teddy did it.
In the dom-sub relationships, there's a dominant, there's a submissive. The submissive, that's part of their fetish, their kink. Everybody thinks that most people, not everybody, thinks that BDSM and kink is all sexual, but it's not. Mm-hmm. Tyler gets gratification from doing things for me, putting on my shoes, dressing me, cooking for me, washing dishes, cleaning. He gets gratification from serving me and doing things for me.
Yes, I know Miss Seeley was outside.
I hate you, Teddy. You're not getting no roast. I'm not making a roast for Sunday. Oh, wait, yes I am, because you're making that mac and cheese. Never mind.
Where is this? Oh, okay, we'll talk about that later. Continue your story. Go.
This is a private party.
Oh, my God. I just invited myself. Whoa.
And so, Tyler wears my collar. He's also my pup. So he's a puppy. And a lot of people have seen him out like that. But it's a hard relationship for people who are not into it. And most people are like, oh my God, how can they do that? The same way you eat cupcakes. You get gratification from it. The same way people with OCD have to straighten things out. Now they're content. Mm-hmm. Now they're happy. And that's how subs are. Mm-hmm. There's something there that, okay, I have to do this, and now I'm happy.
Correct.
And so that's Tyler and I's relationship.
Okay.
He has to do it, and then he's happy.
Oh.
Leg massages. Right, Jessica. Right. You are so... But he did do it afterwards, girl. He did it afterwards. I'm at work, so I'm watching till I get caught. Yes, Mama Strong.
Yes. Keep us on.
So that's why I decided to live my whole leather life. Is what I do now.
Mm-hmm. But previously, before, you went through some transitions as a entertainer and
I wasn't entertaining, but I was there. I wasn't making no tips back then, but I make tips now.
This is safe for work. It's educational.
What did Roxy say? I asked 5,000 questions and was educated and love your love. Thank you, Roxy. And Roxy's right. Roxy sat down with me when we first met, and once we got to know each other outside of drag, and she was like, I want to get to know you. What's your story? And I told her my story, and she asked a gazillion questions to get to
this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She probably has more questions.
Oh no, she knows the whole shebang. Oh. She knows the whole shebang.
I think I've heard this. I have heard this story before. Mm-hmm. We sat down in Atlanta.
you know, we had.
Does anybody else live in Atlanta? Can we go back?
We had a port tour. I got plenty of family in Atlanta. Onyx is based in Atlanta.
Oh, is he still watching? Can I get a booking?
Well, he's not in Atlanta, but there's plenty of Onyx is based in Atlanta.
Oh.
Girl.
P.S. Looking for a booking.
I am still listening with headphones. Oh my God. I love you, Mama Strong.
Catch up. I'm not sure what it is, but I think that this is one of them. You poop, they pay.
Yeah, I hate you so much, Roxy.
Wait, you didn't tell us something?
Okay, the gist of it all is everything has its price. If you into it, you can pay me to do it.
Wow. Okay.
Non-sexual, of course.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, somebody want me to pee on them, I'm gonna piss all on you.
Okay, so that leads into where we're going.
Pay me up front.
Okay, so the drag king life didn't work out.
I'm like, I can't do it. But my boobies was hurting, girl, and I wasn't.
The O life.
And I wasn't really entertaining. So.
And then
sometimes you gotta know when to give it up.
Then we moved on to Brooklyn.
Moved on to Brooklyn because Brooklyn is just the stage name, but I'm just being myself.
Yes.
Just being me on stage, and apparently I'm entertaining because I make some tips and stuff. Apparently, a little something.
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, me drinking is not part of it. Okay.
Everything has its price. Hi, Marguerite. So Marguerite is one of my Onyx sisters. She's actually my she was my pledge master.
So
we'll get to that. Yeah,
we're still getting into this.
Hi, Sarah.
So Brooklyn's good. Brooklyn gets the bookings.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn has the show.
Yeah, Brooklyn do stuff that Osiris didn't even dream of, girl.
And then I almost want to say you slowly creeped your way into this.
No, because this was my life on Behind Doors that nobody saw. Y'all heard about it, and a lot of people thought I was joking about this stuff, but this is real life.
Who thought?
A lot of people thought I was joking, girl. And I was like, y'all thought I was playing?
No, I didn't think you were joking. I was just mad that when you said, "Oh, I'm going to nationals," I was like, "Where the fuck was I?" Okay, well, good luck, bitch. Dumbass bitch.
You come to my step down.
Oh, I come to the step down.
So we can party and drink, girl.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Why are you gonna do all that work for nothing?
Okay.
You know. You've been there for me this whole time. You know.
Yes, I know we need a whole month.
Stop it. Roxy.
Leather
and drag. I am loving this.
Yes, Miss Kitty Litter does leather and drag.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, my little once a month booking is cute, and then I get stuff here and there.
She said once a month. She lies.
No. I mean, because I know once a month I have a show.
Okay.
I'm a permanent cast member. I mean, but people book me in between that. But
okay.
I know
don't get booked anywhere.
Yes, you do.
This is my booking.
You booked on Fefe.
I book myself.
I mean, who else can say they got a show that everybody wants to watch? You and Freddy. That's it.
They watch to drink, and I've obviously done something that.
Right. There's 3.
Or maybe it's not me.
Maybe it's me. Is it me, Ryan? Can you tell us that? I can just keep going.
No, don't ask for any more clues. I don't want to know because then I stop.
No, I mean I can keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, tell the story. So now Brooklyn is there. Now we jump into leather. Leather. You got the one title. How did you get started? P.S.
I got started with Southwest Leather Mama Bear.
And how did you find out about this? Because you're in the leather community.
Because I'm in the leather community, and they decided they wanted to do a Mama Bear.
Mm-hmm.
So Phoenix, Arizona was the first state and city to do a Mama Bear title. Because bears are typically men, typically hairy men. A lot of people think that in order to be a bear, you have to be heavy set and super hairy and all this kind of stuff. You don't have to be super hairy and you don't have to be heavy set. My Sash husband for World Bear is not. He ain't got a fat on his bones. But he's hairy. And so there's been a lot of what the heck is a mama bear? I mean, what is a mama bear?
Well, tell us.
No, I mean, what's a mama bear in the wild? You know, they're like, mama bears don't exist. Yes, they do.
Contrary to how humans run.
Yeah.
Women are the superior leader.
A mama bear is a person who identifies as... It's that person who identifies as female first. But is the person that, like, everybody goes to. You know, that loving, caring person. But will rip somebody, just hit somebody in the throat for somebody they love. Yeah.
I'm not a mama bear, but...
Hit somebody in the throat for somebody they love. I was sorry. Scratch their face.
So what does that mean in your community of friends and family? What does that mean?
Basically, I'm still the same as I am, like
when we get titles.
Friends,
What was the next step?
Oh, well, anyway, so the Southwest Leather, all of my leather titles are nonprofit.
Mm-hmm. So the community titles?
Yes. So anything that any monies that I make goes back to those titles. Like my show pay goes to my show pay goes to me. My tips go to my title. Mm-hmm. Except for the tips that I found the other day in my bag. Sorry, it missed it. It missed the train. But I chose something that's nonprofit because when you do stuff from your heart, it means more.
Yes.
You know, and it's not about you. When every day most of us suffer from depression.
I know, yeah.
A lot of us just, suffer from depression or whatever mental illness. And by helping other people, it kind of offsets that. And it gives you a meaning. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you're suicidal, you're not thinking about killing yourself when you're really thinking about this person over here who's hungry, doesn't have any clothes, their bills aren't paid, they have kids that are about to be, with no lights, no rent.
You live life with a purpose.
Exactly. And so that's why I chose to switch over and use what was done to me for good. Okay. So I did Southwest Leather Mama Bear first. And then I was contacted by World Bear Weekend to see if I wanted to compete. Because they heard about me and was like, hey.
No, you're not typing in the wrong space, Allie.
Hey, girls. Hi.
So we're on Facebook and YouTube, so we
can't all go together. Am I typing in the wrong space? I don't see anyone else comments. Oh, no, you're on YouTube, girl.
You're on YouTube, but there's a lot of people talking on Facebook. As well.
You and Teddy special. Y'all got YouTube to yourself.
Mm-hmm. But we're reading both of them, so.
I chose to use what was done to me for good, to help other people, and more than just helping sex trafficking victims become survivors. Mm-hmm. I do fundraising for animals. I do it for people's bills. I do all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then so, you were taught before I rudely interrupted.
I went from, I got contacted by World Bear Weekend because they heard about me, and they were wanting to do a Mama Bear title. And they heard about Southwest Leather, and they heard about me because I'm the very first ever acknowledged female bear. Okay. Period. Oh. So before me, Southwest Leather. I competed for Southwest Leather.
Were there women in it before?
Well, hold on. And so for Southwest Leather, the year they decided to do it was 2017. Mm-hmm. I was still Osiris at the time and holding 2 titles. I had my Renaissance title, and then I had my California title. Mm-hmm. No, not my California. Something else I had. Whatever. But I had the 2 titles, and I couldn't actually take that on per the rules and regulations of the titles.
Or pay all them.
Right. So I did the contest to see what it was like. Couldn't win, though. And so they, Sharon Starks Reed, who is actually not in leather at all, period. She's not Kinkster, she's not leather, but she supports us 180,000%. Competed as well, just so they'll have, because she didn't know I was going to compete. I know she was going to compete, but whatever. We wanted the first year to have a Mama Bear. So Sharon Starks Reed is actually the very first Mama Bear ever.
Oh, wow.
I am the very first acknowledged. And that's why I always say acknowledged, because there is one before me.
I see.
Yeah. And so...
Hi, Joey Gallagher.
Hi, Joey! So went on, the World Bear contacted me. I competed, and it was myself and 2 others.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, who was Miss New Jersey Leather 2014 or 2015. And then there's Mama Bear Courtney, who is in Oklahoma. And Mama Bear Courtney was a Goldie. I think she has a Goldilocks title. Don't ask me to explain that, because I don't know. That's from out there somewhere. I think it's like a bear supporter title.
Okay, maybe.
So us 3 came. We competed. Category that closed everything was gown, girl. Formal wear. They said gown. I said, who? Because, I'm thinking leather formals, and they were like, no. We want to see y'all in, like, updos.
Oh, wow.
Downdos. Makeup. Drag it out. Gown. And I was like, oh, y'all done fucked up. So, I got to sew in my gown. Made a gown.
She made a decent gown.
I mean, it was okay. It was cute.
It was alright, from what I saw.
With the help of Miss Destiny T. Hunter, because there were some things that I didn't know how to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Destiny was like, girl, I got your back. And she came over and she showed me how to do it. She didn't just do it for me. She showed me how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And went, and now I am
Gown.
Miss World Bear.
Yes, you're the first.
I'm the very first ever.
We need to get Joey on the show.
I know.
Are you coming to Phoenix anytime soon?
He has a step down. He has a step down.
I think it's in, I don't know, I forget where it is. It's not in Arizona, I don't think.
Yeah, this is hardcore.
They're drinking hardcore.
I don't know what we're saying, girl.
We'll find out after.
But World Bear Weekend, we competed. There was cute categories, so there was gown, there was interview, and then we have fantasy. Usually in leather contests, there's fantasy, which is a talent.
Mm-hmm.
But at World Bear Weekend, everything was a wear. So we had fantasy wear.
Ah.
But you still had to say, it was kind of like presentation for EOI, because you had to do like a 2-minute
thing. Like
thing.
something that describes who you are.
Right.
Now, is it, so, national...
I didn't know my step down is at play. Joey, you would.
We'll talk more about it, lady.
What were you going to say?
National Bearded Queen is on May 12th. Ryan wanted me to mention that the visual, I can't say words.
Put your drinks down. Told her to put a drink down. She picked it
up. Is on Friday, November 30th. But, so you won Miss...
World Bear. Mm-hmm.
Have I been putting the wrong title in?
It's okay. A lot of people have. They want to put leather because they're so used to hearing leather.
Miss Mama Bear.
Yeah. No, it's Miss World Bear is anybody with a title that identifies as a female can compete for Miss World Bear.
My bad. I'm so sorry. I've been putting it all over the place because you know how I plaster things. I plaster the world.
Okay. It's okay.
I plaster it.
But it's okay. It's okay. Because you're getting the word out there, and that's what we need. We need the word out there for all the female bears.
So after Miss World Bear, you come home with the title. First reactions.
My reactions?
No.
Or people?
How did you feel after that?
Oh, child, I was tired, girl.
Well, as every good
parent I just wanted to go to sleep.
But how was the reaction when you got back?
When I got back...
Was it a mixed bag of tricks?
It was. You know how that be. We're not going to go to there, though. Not tonight.
What was the good? Well, tell us the good, then.
The good was, I started getting contacted by people who wanted to know more about my story. Mm-hmm. Because they didn't know. They had no idea. Because as Osiris, I didn't really, talk about it, publicly like this. I talked about it in small circles. Mm-hmm. And so I've been contacted a lot. a lot to do and talk about a lot of different things concerning sex trafficking. I've gotten a lot of questions. Like, people are asking questions because it's like I tell people think that sex trafficking is just women. It's not.
It's not?
No, ma'am. It is men and children. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mainly boys, and Phoenix is really bad.
Oh, wow.
Phoenix is really bad. And
That's
people are like, well, how... I had somebody even message me, inbox me, and say, hey, so did you in the article in Echo, is that a misprint where you said men or, like... And I was like, no, it's... And so they were like, okay, can you explain this to me? And it's basically like, you got this woman sitting down, her boyfriend had lost his job, and she's like, you gotta go do what you gotta go do. So I know this girl who thinks you're attractive,
Ooh.
and she's willing to pay us like $500 if you go to her house.
No, ma'am.
You just trafficked your boyfriend.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, you just trafficked your boyfriend.
Ew.
And then it's hard for them to get out of it. It's just like domestic violence. Like, men get beat too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by women.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then there's a lot of the young boys that have been molested or put out there on the street or have been put out of their house, and the only way they make money, someone approaches them, they're going to do it.
Mm.
They're going to go behind the dumpster and do whatever they got to do for this money so they can eat. And they grow up to do the same thing.
Just like...
Yep.
Okay. So, you come home, mixed bag of tricks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're overly divided.
Delighted.
Delighted.
I am. I was happy.
She couldn't keep herself quiet.
Girl, I came home and went to sleep.
That's
you know
why
I did.
That's why I'm laughing when she said, I want to be a nun. I was like, in what church?
I did.
A church with a lot of noise and industrial noise going on around.
Do you know that nuns don't always just wear that get up? The nuns where I'm from, they wore blue jeans, girl. They started the block parties. I don't know what you're talking about.
The victims are constantly moved. Really?
Yeah. Oh, yes, Joey, that's actually a good statement. I was talking to someone about who is from Texas, and this was just the other day, and he was like,
But this didn't happen to you in Texas. It happened in New York.
It happened to me all over the place.
Oh, so they moved you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
girl,
God.
it's not no stationary, girl. You can't make money like that.
Can I have a stationary job? Just want to come home to the same place.
And he was like, I was like, I've been to Texas. He was like, oh yeah, what part? I said, between Houston and Baytown. He's like, okay, like, what did you do there? And I was like, well, this is what I know about Texas. They have really big holes in on the outskirts. And he was like, yeah. Wait, how did you know that? I was like, because I was threatened to be thrown in them. Yeah, I didn't do what I was told. Just gonna go in that hole. Nobody's ever gonna find you. I said, and I know they have refineries because I remember, because they always transport us at night. I remember.
Is that common that traffickers move?
Oh yeah, because certain states, if you have really, really dark tint, they stop you because you're either the tint's too dark. Of course, it's illegal. So either you doing something you're supposed to be doing because you know that's against the law, but at nighttime it's easier, it's quicker. There's no traffic. There's except for us.
Hence the traffic.
But I remembered the refineries because they look like big candles. There was these big poles and they had flame at the top.
Yeah.
So the oil refineries. And so I told him, I was like, I know there's a lot of oil refineries out there. I didn't know what they were at the time, but I remember looking out the window going, wow, that's a really big candle.
Oh, Jesus.
I was a kid.
Ryan, where is it? I just saw where the...
Mama Strong in New York, the nuns where I'm from, like during the regular daytime, you don't even know they're nuns. They got on blue jeans, t-shirts.
Oh, wow.
The only thing that distinguishes them is their ring, and then they'll have a little pin.
Dionysus Chaos.
They used to have beers at the parties. I'm just saying.
So nuns throw down?
I'm trying to tell you, nuns get it, girl. Nuns and priests, they do the thing. Because then you go into confession.
And
you was forgiven.
Okay, back to seriousness. Joey says the victims are usually circulated and trafficked because of the clientele demand, as well as keeping the victims disoriented.
As to why the only thing I can tell you about in between Baytown and Houston is there's refineries and hubs. I can't tell you anything. We can go to Texas right now, and I can't be like, oh yeah, I know that place. I can't tell
you. You can usually tell by their shoes. Why are they wearing, like, name brand shoes?
No, they wear the shoes with the Velcro.
Oh. Or do they wear kids?
No.
They wear those Converse?
I'm on book and look at Messenger.
Oh.
Ryan, you're going to get me in trouble.
I know what the words are now. We said one of them a lot.
All the side.
The middle one. We said that one a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Well, that's good. All right, Joey. I will be in contact before your step down, hopefully.
And I haven't forgot, Joey. We got to get together with that outfit, Henny. Got some things in the working.
So tell us. So wait, you come home, makes bag of tricks. We see you. What are you doing in the community to promote Miss World Bear? Sorry.
Actually, in January, I will be at Southwest Leather Conference.
Okay.
My promoter already sent me my banner and everything for World Bear Weekend in general. After I step down, I'll have my own banner since I was the very first.
Okay, banner life.
I mean, you know. So when I go speak and when I go do things, I'll have, a little banner there. I'm doing that. I also, if anyone would like to donate, I also volunteer every 6 months at a drop-in center.
What is that?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
See, she couldn't be no nun.
I'm not paying
It is a drop-in center for working persons, men or women, to come in, eat, get clothing, get resources, get help if they need it. If they're doing this and it's not consensual, it's not for them, it's being done against their will, there's help there for them. Housing, doctors, everything that they need. Even, like, people that have felonies. Like, the places that come, the agencies that come are set up for this type of people.
Okay.
Because, drugs and being in and out of jail, like, being homeless for whatever reason, being evicted or whatever. There's programs for everybody. Where can I stalk you, Oshun?
We're getting there.
We'll get there right now. And so on December 1st, I will be at the Drop Center. So and Freddy last time gave us a ton of clothes. A ton. But if anybody has any, tis the season to clean out the closets.
I already cleaned out my clothes.
And what'd you do with the stuff?
I gave it to Goodwill.
Or
I can give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
I just don't want you to be wearing my stuff.
Oh, I'm not gonna be wearing it. So I can't wear nothing yours anyway. Is it a get wig in there? Like, what's in there? You got me some lashes?
I did not get rid of wigs. I should have.
So December 1st, and it's posted all over my Facebook, and I'm gonna repost it anyway again. But it has the address and times. If anybody wants to come out and help, they're always looking for people to come out and help. But all we do is we get a person. Once they come in, you're assigned a person. And there's a checklist. We check that off, whatever services they need, what's their problems, blah, 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 whatever. And we take them to each little section. Yeah. And help them, get all the clothes you want, get all the toiletries you want, and just talk to them and treat them like a person. Because a lot of them don't get that. And then there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then there's usually somebody there doing hair. Can I get it? No. I mean, you can sit and give some pointers to somebody and be like, girl, I think you would look good like this. Yeah. So they have a barber. They have someone there to do like normal hair here, like girl hairstyles. And then there's a lady who comes and does like facials and stuff, a little manicure. And if anyone wants to volunteer your time, if you're a barber or hairstylist, makeup artist, and you want to come and you want to just, like, give these girls a few hours of a good day, you know, make them feel good. My daughter went with me the last time, and she enjoyed it. And she was like, wow, Mom, I didn't know this, like, she goes, when you say you're going to go do this with these type of people, like, doing this or that, she goes, it sounds really sad, but she was super happy, like, because the person that was assigned to her was actually 17.
Oh, wow.
Yes. 17, and she had been prostituting since she was 8. Right.
Wow.
Right. This girl...
So, a question that just came to mind.
What?
A lot of people don't hear about human trafficking at all.
No.
Unless it's, like, something really drastic. Like, the one I think of is the one... I don't remember. It was here in Arizona that they were, like, locked in, like a house, like, in the backyard.
And there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
You could tell, like, this person had been there. I think it was a guy. And he had been down there, or maybe it was a girl. I'm sorry, I messed up the facts. But basically had lived there for a while. And when they came out, you could tell that they were so grateful for...
I have a permanent vitamin D deficiency. So I take a lot of different vitamins and things because of being locked inside of a house with no actual lighting, with no actual real air. Like, they didn't open windows. They're not going to open a window. Why? So you can yell out? No. No, wasn't happening. So I take a lot of different vitamins because my body is vitamin deficient. Like, when people ask me about my eyes, I'm like, and I tell them, oh, I was born that way. I wasn't. Like, this happened over a period of time. It's not going anywhere. Like, it's very deficient. Yeah, my body's super...
Your body's like,
And now I live in Arizona, and, you know, in the summertime, don't be trying to go nowhere. So...
I mean, you could get a lot of it.
My doctor be like, girl, make sure you take your vitamin Ds.
Go outside. So you're Miss World Bear.
The daughter I met of yours. You're welcome.
You're Miss World Bear.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're now on Cover Girl. Trademarks and all that to the respectable person. But
photos by Scotty Kirby.
Yes, and I tagged him. Does that unleash more of the bag of good and bad, or does it unleash more of those that feel that they are now educated and know you better?
It has unleashed people to ask me questions.
But
which is a good thing.
Okay.
Yes, it's a very good thing. So is the World Bear thing because there's a World Bear magazine.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's distributed throughout. You can't go to my step down. Felicia, you can't go, girl. They're going to kick me out of my own step down. Who's this with the long tail? Nobody. She's unowned. So, she's free. That didn't even sound right. But
I'm free, y'all. That's so rude. This bitch.
Yes. So the article in Echo, I didn't know how to take it when they first contacted me. I was like, wait, what? And
but
then
it's kind of groundbreaking.
Yes, and
I mean, it is.
When they explained it to me, I was like, oh my God, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can, now it'll be local, like, and it'll be out there. So I got to do that. That was exciting. It was fun working with Cage and the person who did my article and Scotty. It was amazing. It was cute. It was cute.
So what is next?
What is next? For those of you who have been following me and that are not close to me and who don't know this, again, I quit high school way back when, and I am about to graduate high school.
Holla!
Not my
Witness
GED.
the magic.
Not my GED. Okay. A
Okay.
whole high school diploma. She's having a whole graduation. She's walking and everything.
Oh,
bro.
wow.
Camp. So that's exciting. And then I've already signed in for Phoenix College.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to do it. Oh,
Witness
I
the
also pledged with Onyx Pearls. So this is my Onyx vest.
Oh, we never talked about the family. We are 10 minutes over.
So here's Onyx Pearls. So Onyx is a leather club, a leather sorority for persons of color. Native American, African American, Chinese, persons of color. Because a lot of people say, oh, it's a black thing. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a melanin thing. Ooh, persons of melanin flavor. And then there are people who don't really have the melanin, but they are persons of color. So, yeah. And it is BDSM and kink. But we're there to teach consent and teach how not to be preyed on by predators and things, a skill set that you don't know. Somebody else know it. They don't teach it to you. A safe space for BDSM and kink, and it's a family. Wolf Striker Leather made my vest, and they put my
She's
Onyx.
All about that name drop.
I mean, I'm just saying, I didn't pay for none of this. He put my Onyx. He made this actually special, and put that here on the left side. So when you guys see persons of leather out, whatever they have on their left side is what's close to their heart. It's what they hold near and dear to their heart. So I have all my stuff here. And then...
did you bring one of these for me?
Oh, actually I did. Are you gonna, Felicia?
Oh my god, I got a pen!
I
don't have the pen.
Only 150 of those were made.
I don't have the Fefe pens. Freddie has the Fefe pens.
Oh, really?
I don't know where mine are.
Only 150 of those were
ones.
made. The Leather
Limited
Archives.
edition?
Yes, because the Leather Archives contacted me and wanted 5 signed copies of the magazine. And,
this is big, then.
Yes. So there's only 150 of those. I was selling those for my travel fund, and now I'm not.
Okay, so, what are the puzzle piece patch?
This is for autism. So for those of you who don't know, Tyler is on the spectrum. And he is my partner. And...
why are you mad now?
Who's mad? Who's mad? I see you on Sunday, Freddy.
Have you guys seen each other since then? Oh, I'm not helping. Sorry.
I mean, if you're into that. But the Leather Archives, I have...
He said Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. Sorry. The Leather Archives, when I pass away, will get one of these vests, preferably this one, because it's the one that made history.
Wow. And
they'll get my sash, which is that thing. It's like as long as you.
Oh. Oh my God. Damn. Freddie, can you imagine? You can't even wear the one you got. Could you imagine wearing this?
I mean, it just
that
keeps
looks
going.
like
it's a
stole. Clergy.
And it has pockets big enough for plane tickets and different currencies of money.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you put your play toys in there.
I mean, you do what you want to do to it. It's spacious, girl. It's spacious in there.
That's enough space.
Look, and it goes all the way down. Like, it go down and it go all the way around. Oh, yeah. And then it has these pockets.
How do you get through security with that?
Girl, I don't know.
You wear that?
They seen World on it and this thing, and they think I'm like a Queen of Africa or something.
Put that on right now. Oh, Queen of the Bears.
Oh, she's like, put it on right now. Okay.
She...
Well, because I don't have to wear my stole, because I have this.
That looks so heavy.
It is heavy. Pick it up.
Oh, Jesus.
See, your chair can't even hold that.
You just knocked down the unicorn cat.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
Girl, it's taller than me.
Show them.
Y'all want to see this?
That is... It, like, hits the ground.
Almost. It's long. It hit the one from my sash husband. His is long, too. I mean, it, like... It's
I bet you it is.
And then...
Oh. And it comes with a crown?
Yeah, a leather crown.
Everything all day, every day leather.
I left my medallion at the house. It's hanging up, but...
Somebody's watching Baby Shark.
Yeah, that's probably Tyler. I don't have to hurt him.
Those things are huge. I have... Oh. Okay.
Yes, and David, I am out here. Like anybody who has a question. Also, we have venues, avenues to help people who are being trafficked.
So I
to help them out.
I don't see this show on anymore, and I don't watch it in pure enjoyment. I watch it because I'm like cheering on the girls. There's this show where this guy like finds. I don't know if he still does it. Hi, Marissa.
Really, Ryan?
Yeah. But there was a show where a guy like would look online for people that are being trafficked.
Yeah.
And then they would come to the hotel room and he would say, "Hi, my name is so and so. I'm with this, and then I'm here to help you. You have the option to let me help you, or I will pay you and you can go.
Go about your business."
Yes. Yeah. And so most of the time the girls sound like you could see. I mean, they don't ever show their faces.
Like you can see the relief.
You can just tell by their body language that they're like,
thank God,
somebody's here for me. Mm-hmm. And then like he's telling them, he goes, "I have a van. I need you to go to that van. You'll meet like there's usually a social worker." I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say that.
What we do though, like we literally scoop people up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tell us, like we homegirls.
Yeah.
You know, hey girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever.
So
I'm gonna go meet my
works?
homegirl's gonna meet me at the corner at the spot.
Oh, so you
swoop them up.
Okay.
You know that way.
You say, "Oh, I'm gonna be at this other corner over here. If you want to go hang out downtown."
I'm gonna be at the spot, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
I'm sorry, Mama. Yeah, I was selling bracelets at one time, that had a handcuff on them, and they said freedom.
Mm-hmm.
We were selling those because for $100 we can get a girl out of town.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So when you get free, you don't ever live in the town that you're freed in.
No, because you're gonna go back. Either you're gonna go back, or they're gonna find you. And if you go back, you can die, or they'll make your life hell. Or if they find you, you die. The same thing.
Mm.
And the agreement is, if we help you get out and go where you want to go, you cannot come back. If you do, we can't help you again because you made that choice to come back after we got you to safety.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow. So we learned so much.
Yeah.
And when is your step down?
She was asking about where can she stalk me.
Yes. Where can people find you on social medias?
So Oshun Diaz Onyx, you should be able to type that in on Facebook. I'm there.
Her name is in the title, spelled right this time.
Right there.
And I tagged her in the status, I think.
On Instagram, it is Miss World Bear 2018.
It's MS period World Bear.
Yeah. And then on Snapchat, it is Miss World Bear. Same thing. Miss period World Bear. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
But I can go back after this and like type all that in there.
Okay. Anything else that we need to know? What else should people know about all of this that we talked about? Anything?
First off, know that there are people out there that care and love about you, no matter what someone else tells you.
Love about you?
No, they care and love you.
Oh, okay.
No matter what someone else tells you. Because you'll have that person saying, nobody cares about you, nobody wants you, I'm the only person here for you, I'm the only person who's going to ever love you or care for you. And this goes for domestic violence and trafficking.
I was going to say, there's some people that I've heard that before.
Yeah, no, and there are people out here that will help you. If I had heard someone in my position when I was 14, 15, 16 talking about this, I probably would have went to that person. Mm-hmm. But to me, no one wanted me.
Mm-hmm.
My mother sold me. It's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's what happened. And everyone feels unloved, but you are loved. You're wanted. You're cared about. No matter, everybody has those down days, those bad days. So do I.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people out there who love and care for you. So reach out. Reach out. It doesn't have to be law enforcement. Reach out. And if you're in some type of trouble.
Where do you think you're going?
Who's that? Freddy said that?
Mm-hmm.
No, looks like you a new co-host. Does this mean I get my Wednesday back? No. Freddy?
Oh, look at people. You making people mad.
Right, making them cry and stuff.
Don't do that.
Making them angry.
Speaking of Freddy, you can catch us at Bingo tomorrow at the Cash at 7 p.m. for happy hour.
The Cash is still there?
Yes, the Cash is not closing. Let's clear that up.
Oh.
The Cash is not closing, but moving down the road. Moving on down the road. Anyway, and we'll be there at 7. We have happy hour specials. I think something else dropped.
We not mad, boo. Oh.
Damn. Play some bingo, win some prizes, win a free drink if you win the round. Wear the hat.
Taco hat.
The taco hat's not there no more. It got lost. Don't know.
How you lose a big hat?
It got
you
lost.
did it.
I didn't. Believe it or not, I didn't.
Where is it moving to?
It's moving. It's still on McDowell. I think it's gonna be on McDowell on 16th. I could be wrong because I have a good habit about that. On November 30th, you can join us.
Yes, honey, snacks. Oh, sorry.
Yes. You can join us for Cat Bingo at the Cat Lounge that I cannot say.
Raise your hand if you're drunk from this episode.
In Tempe. And also, Ryan had mentioned that there's a vigil. I said it right this time. God bless. For, I believe it's World AIDS Day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it starts at 6 p.m. and it's at the Parsons Center. Did you raise your own hand? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Freddie and I are both with
I'm
LC.
getting there. I am getting there. See,
she's slacking, Freddie.
Actually, I was about to read. Freddie is currently looking for sponsors for nationals.
Boom!
Buddy passes, materials, jewelry. I'll take the jewelry. Oh, he needs it. I'll give it to him once I wear it. Just kidding. Or just come to any of the events where he's at and give him cold, hard cash.
Many, henny.
Give it.
Like on Saturday.
Yes, tip that hoe. Go ahead and...
I heard he doing something strange with some change on Saturday.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So, look for Brooklyn and Freddy at Lady Christian Show at C7 on Saturday.
Hotel and travel are the biggest things.
What time does Lady Christian Show start? 10:30?
10:30.
Okay, 10:30. $3 cover?
Mm-hmm. $3 cover, and they always have, like, these $5 drinks, girl, and shots.
$5.
They good, though, girl. They be on special, and they be, like Pussy in the Wind. They have balls.
Whistling.
Balls dragging off the building. Like, they be having weird names.
Oh.
But they be good, girl.
Okay, I'm glad we said something that is, we didn't say anything that's on this list.
Freddie, you doing something strange with some change? Just go with it. You're trying to make this coin, ain't you? Oh, I mean, come see Freddie. I'm strange with some change on Saturday on the stage.
Yes. That's not on the list this week.
It is at C7, Evelyn. Hi, Aubrey.
At Cruisin' 7th. If you Google Cruisin' 7th.
Yeah. You can find it on Freddie's page, or you can find it on my page.
Mm-hmm. Be sure to keep an eye out on Facebook or Instagram for upcoming guests and more. We have guests like...
Yeah, Freddie, bring a flogger. Oh.
I got one in the closet.
You'd be perfect, then.
Haven't you seen our photo shoot? Oh, I need to post pictures from our photo shoot. Reminder. So we have Dita Savage coming. We have Lady Christian. We have Chicago's Own and a contestant on Camp won a Kiki Muffy fish basket. We also have next week Jose Miguel Santiago, who's a former news anchor and now a publicist for the animals at Maricopa County, and he was featured in my experiment when I did the drag queen.
Yes, Freddy, please. I saw like a piece of the one he did in Austin with his vloggers.
Oh yes, please do that.
Right. See, something strange to some change. If y'all want to know what he did in Austin, you need to come to the show and see him.
Austin? Oh, New York just spilled on out of your
mouth.
mouth.
You need to come and see him.
So we'd like to thank our sponsors. Shelly Love Creative. You can find her at ShellyLoveCreative.com. Wigs of a Kind. I probably made this wig really bad. Look really bad, but it feels comfortable.
It's actually cute.
It's really nice. I love the curl.
Can I touch it?
Yes. Ooh. It's really soft.
Girl, she's soft.
I know I look rugged, but sometimes I have nice things.
Just sometimes.
So you can contact Marissa at wigsofakind.com. Also, underneath the wig is the gig. And that's where I get my haircut, is the Burley Barber. You can find them at burleybarbers.com. And thank you to those that have watched our show or come to bingo and go to get your haircut, because they know that
it's working.
Yeah,
it's working.
They say, somebody was just in here.
This
and I'm like, hey!
This is doing it.
So...
And hopefully pretty soon you'll have another little sponsor with shirts and stuff.
I know.
Oh, Onyx in the house.
I mean, I could come up with shirts and just randomly say
Onyx
things on them, and we could just sell them together.
Onyx in the house.
Oh, is Ryan going to one of your shows? Oh, I might have to come see this. We might have to take a picture. Special thanks to Brandon, Leanne, Carrie, and Corey, and Patricia, and many more who support us on Patreon. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/letshaveafefe. Contact me or Freddy if you have questions about supporting us on the show. If you have a little business that you want to be promoting, we can talk about how you can work with us. Be sure to like this episode, subscribe, and share it with your friends and your enemies and Trump supporters.
What if your business is domination?
We can still talk. Be sure to also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Oh, news for y'all. We're now on, not only are we on iTunes, we're on Spotify.
Oh, look at them.
And I'm also working on getting us on Google Play and Stitcher. So
wait, what's Stitcher?
Stitcher is like another place where you can listen to audio.
Podcasts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
So
she's not just pretty, y'all.
I mean, Thanksgiving weekend gave me a time to like throw some things in really quick. I know I was driving Freddy crazy because I was like, brand new.
This just in.
So, special thanks to all of you that listen and watch live. And watch us at work and almost get your ass fired. And on
Thank
the
you,
replay.
Mama Strong.
We'll see you next week. Jose Miguel Santiago is our guest. And we will see you next week. And Freddy should be back next week. He has no excuse. No excuse. I don't care. If you have to work over here while we're doing this, I have Wi-Fi. You could do it.
Thank you,
Log
Freddy.
out for lunch.
Thank you, Freddy. Thank you, Felicia, for having me.
You're welcome, and thank you for...
You need to warm that up.
And now I need to go and warm up my roast. And, good night. Good night!
Hey, Queen!
Oh, look at all of the... Y'all are coming in frequent.
Your mom.
She can't be here next week.
Or from the next room like a creeper.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Ooh. She can fly me to Atlanta and get me a book.
Oh, talking about the Queen?
Yeah.
Queen!
So we got some
well,
people.
I'm already
Well, actually, Freddy needs to
I'm already
get a
working.
booking too.
I'm already working on my going out because I got to go out there for my Onyx stuff. So we need to go out there.
Okay, we all coordinating this.
Okay, Queen.
We are communicating this.
Okay.
Atlanta.
Soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. I need to end this.
Yes, I can. That's what you're booking.
Yes. All right. We will talk later. Good night.